the bullet over the hammer. Kuno doesn't fucking...
Can I help you?
You're already set for the night.
The man ponders his cooking utensil. He looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign for... The door is closed. Still, you should punch a... That felt. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce... Not to mention... This is not the... that soap scum smell. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water is only lukewarm, but still. The cans continue to bob, as do your thoughts. They're not even really thoughts. Just your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls. What are you doing? You're not some fat... You see the corpse. You can still... The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes... A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Still not happening. It won't come off that easy, like the rest of you. The door is this as you hope.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Oh, dear. I hope I've been you.
I've got nothing to say to you. What? Like I already told.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious. I really don't care.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush.
For something odd. Oh man, oh god man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not my...
Is this about a warehouse? I don't know. Maybe.
She scrunches up her face.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay.
To the left, a small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform. Huh? Speed. Like. Speed. Speed. No.
Ah, what's the point if they don't even sell the good drugs?
Here you go, mister. Here you go, miss. Here you go, mister.
The tear machine. Your bottles clump.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? The little boy had it good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine. I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who... At first I thought, why not? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks.
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some... Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did. Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for... Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right? I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology. Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go. He does not so much as glance at the object. Stop showing me your... Does he strike you as the kind of man? I am not the first line of defense. The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union. Now leave me be. I must leave. Just try again. This is one of those things with wise... Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I share it with a deformed infant? Just like that, the man is really... All you hear is a He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate. The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
The man, it'll take a...
Knocked him out good. It's that really cool flying desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. So, what's on your mind this time?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless.
Wrong. You did the right.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Looking for something odd?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam.
There are clothes.
Don't be shy.
You find your hands deep. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see a Cimarron street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name, Sileng, is in...
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just good one, officer? You're a funny guy. Now what can I do for you? I would, officer, gladly. But I don't have any cash on hand. I think that's fair. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All reversal. Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know? Yes, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
Bring what?
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? No, I just said...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. Exactly. It's nothing. Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
There's more here. He's...
Look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't... It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting.
All of them. I don't know. I told you, I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you. I don't know. All right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers.
I can see you were taste.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and...
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50...
These once respectable speakers have been conquered. A small heat in...
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. Then look at them again. These are the No way, officer. Well, if you... But see, if on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too...
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box.
You like sunglasses of...
Abort.
Damn, officer.
They're perfect for concealing your... It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool.
No luck. All you find...
Oh!
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap...
Sporty and practical, officer. Good a good starter.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with it. Of course,
It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick... Sure. Let me... Another time, perhaps. Someone...
What?
Sure, man.
Evening, officer.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build,
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
from the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Sure thing.
It is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. A couple of indicator lights. This panel usually, you pull the lever all the way up. Nothing happens. Nothing happened. The man, a spring brings the lever back to its original position. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality? You pull, nothing happened. A spring brings, wasn't there? That page 3 girl, she must be the most beautiful page 3 girl ever printed. And look at those freckles. The origin of disco. Makes you want to dive into the boogie, doesn't it? Get closer to disco itself with Miss Page 3. Come on, beauty is inviting you on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage you can make with just your hand. Oh, come on. Don't say you've forgotten that as well. You can feel, look at her thighs. Between her, party with Miss Page 3 all the way to Disco Zero is what you're thinking. Come on, what are you? The furnace has long been cold. Then it is truly over.
Life? I'll be with you in a moment. Of
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board. This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a top. A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov, a poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet. A warm feeling fills you as you look into Marzov's marble eye. The bust doesn't reply. The bust doesn't reply. You hear a poor
Do I have to open? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if...
Later then.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her.
Go ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman? Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Murder? I wager you've got the wrong man. He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening. I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company, and that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too.
Ask away, policeman. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone. No one lives there. It's been empty for... Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a pub. Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. That's what I said. Astrology. The artiste. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. She leaves an old lady...
She mumbles some kind. A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius. Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down, It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A stand. In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekaterina Dar. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow. Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead. You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long. The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author. She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph, and yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you. The back cover, she can't be much older. In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturn motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? Fuck it. Do it. It can't be worse than what you've already felt. They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair, and in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And she spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit. As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret. Good stuff. I fucking loved this.
Give me a moment.
You hear someone.
Excuse?
Scare them. Suspected of some big...
Oh, come on!
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written on.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. It is! Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So, the sooner we get this over with, the better.
Come to think of it, she does look incredibly tired.
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance in her.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both, of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Oh, I do like wizards, and people like that in general.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet? Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra-liberal.
Gendarmerie. You found me.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Trust me, you do. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you.
He takes another drink. Downstairs, a cat.
Besides, I've got a...
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool.
Don't worry, we'll meet again.
A man on high heels stumbles out.
We'll talk. Take care, all right?
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearance.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy. That's really all I can tell you about it. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. No. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this. I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8? I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. Those funny... Oh, officer. That kind of language is unbecoming of an officer of the RCM. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability. Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below, but not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call it's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, more. But of course. Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values? Martinez? No. Martinez is something else. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer? Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes. Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even, or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to emigrate. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are.
Okay.
Meeting the people's Amy.
Good job.
It's how I came here, and my friend too. Sorry, who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes. He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. I'm just enjoying the view. Listen.
The baby is crying in the night.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm all ears, officer. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Of course.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. The hell am I supposed to...
She really does.
Some lunatic lost it.
She mumbles.
Hello again, officers. Have you...
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. If you haven't been there. No. I have a weakness for... You're back. Good.
All around you, rain keeps falling.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some... Word has traveled, yes. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead.
It remains a mystery.
Glad to have been of... Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think... Yeah, I can...
That smell coming from her.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? This shit is... You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Oh, friend. We're traveling, babe.
This coin-operated viewer is faced.
Oh, I know. I was like, oh, really enjoying this tea, so. Where is it? There we go.
Lowman, you caught me. Can you just call me a lady, Herife? I'm not that either, Herife. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me. Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes...
You feel very cold suddenly.
How should I know? Oh, Sim.
Can I help you?
Another thing.
Yes.
How strange.
Yes.
Do I have a shaking? Am I smiling? That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What you want is a goddamn drink. How?
Even more reason.
The door is closed. This door, as you hold. The bed is still cold from the break. The bed is still...
Here we are again, my broken bud. You're not cooperating. Brother man, it's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort.
And there's a lot of it. Ever present in your organs. It's like...
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Good try. How many promises have you?
Thou art honorable and just, sire. 'Tis the snake women. It's the women.
What do you think you're...
Let it.
But it never...
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? There's no 3 days ago. Yeah, during that time. Okay then. Was good.
No response. A moment.
Can I help you?
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but...
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
It's the sports.
You did? And how did... I told you, you can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. What about me, gendarme? You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty. Is it now? Well, enjoy it. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. Nothing. That I didn't... Why shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came... Oh, let me think. He sounded vaguely Oranese. Muscular, handsome, yes, but he was... Yes, you know, just reporting back whatever out. Sure. Anything... Admiring the atmosphere. A bit too dramatic, don't you think? But then again, you're a cop. It definitely fits the genre. I fit the genre. We all do. Well, the human psychology is definitely lazy, don't you? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you? Really? Well, bye-bye, gendarme.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
A witness? You ain't got. That's just contactee status. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already.
Your fake witness?